Hey everyone, and welcome to a new video. Today I'm taking you thrifting in Palm Springs, California for all things clothing and home decor. I plan on thrifting at about 8 to 10 thrift stores while I am here, and I am gonna take you along for that journey. Stick around till the end to see my haul and everything that I got. A lot of what I buy will be listed in my Etsy shop, Homegirl PDX, so make sure you check that out if you're interested in shopping any of the pieces that I found on this trip.
Located just 2 blocks from my hotel in the heart of Palm Springs is an Angel View location I've never been to before. Not only was the store full of amazing vintage treasures to dig through, but they also announced a 1-hour flash sale of 50% off certain color tags to everyone who is currently shopping in the store, which I had never experienced before. Revival's thrift store has a massive furniture selection that made me wish I lived closer so that I could actually take advantage of some of these deals. Their clothing and housewares were a bit more limited, but I was able to spot a few unique finds sprinkled throughout. I had to stop and check in this Goodwill, and I'm sure glad I did. By now you're familiar with Foss because I featured it in almost all of my thrifting in Palm Springs videos. It's not as organized as some thrift stores like Goodwill and Angel View, but if you're willing to rummage, you can find some incredible items at super affordable prices. Last up is another Angel View location where I came across a few cute vintage clothing items.
I am about to pack up and leave Palm Springs. I had so much fun here, and I'm staying in this adorable little Spanish casita. So it's super dark in here. I have you propped on the one and only window in the room, and it's covered by greenery. So sorry it's a little dark, but I want to go through quickly everything that I got on this trip. A lot of this is going to be in my Etsy shop, Homegirl PDX on Etsy. Look me up there if you want to buy any of this, okay? Let's start with the clothing. I did get this cute striped little short sleeve sweater. It's very Ralph Lauren, and it's gonna be great for all different seasons. At the same store that I got the striped sweater from, I found this amazing vintage bag. It is so fun. This is gonna be in my Etsy store, and it is 7 handbags by Dimitri. and it's in very good vintage condition, and I just love all the different brown tones. Next up, and I already showed you this in my vintage Christmas video, I had to get this sweater, but if you haven't seen it, and this is gonna be in my Etsy store, it's Oregon Trail, and it's just the cutest little vintage ski sweater. When I saw it in the store, I thought it's actually a very pretty Christmas sweater, and I had to have it. I'll make these two quick because these are just for my husband, something I picked up. I got this vintage Lakers t-shirt, as well as this Great Smoky Mountains t-shirt. I picked these up at the Goodwill in La Quinta, and he really likes graphic tees or vintage graphic tees, so I thought these were perfect for him. Next is this cute raffia bag, okay? This is so very Palm Springs, so very like desert, tropical, Maxine Delacorte, and it's Marisol brand, which these can be very valuable, so I had to pick this up. This will also be in my Etsy store. Speaking of Maxine Delacorte, look at this robe hanging back here. I found this at the same store that I got the little raffia purse from. I couldn't believe it. I don't always look in the sleepwear or loungewear section at thrift stores, but when I spotted this tag, it's vintage Neiman Marcus Natori, size medium, and it's in excellent condition. I sort of inspected it at the store. This will be in my Etsy shop. It is so stunning. Next up, I will show you the houseware items that I got, most of which I picked up from the same store that I found all of that amazing vintage Christmas decor at, which is the Foss thrift store in La Quinta. I love these little silver goblets. If you know what they are, let me know. I need to do more research on them, but the little twisted handle has like some sort of grape or leaf or floral engraving on it, and it's so cute. The bottom says made in Spain, and I think it says Cortaga, and they're silver plated. So pretty. Along those same lines, I picked up this little set of silver cream and sugar dish. These are universal, made in the USA, and they're a really good size too. So I'm gonna polish these up and then I will list them. Okay, next up, along the same lines, again, I went with like a silver and gold sort of theme. Sorry for the intense lighting here. These are Bouclair. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but it says Bouclair on the side of the mug. They're these little teacups or coffee mugs, and you just take this part off, the copper and brass part off, and you can wash the glass piece. So I've had cups like this before in my store and love them. They're so unique. I also picked up this set of 4 resin green and white checkered coasters. They are so classic and pretty. They can be used for the holidays, obviously. They could also be used year-round. Okay, lastly, these last 2 items are like so not Christmassy or wintry at all. This is the second time that I found this mug at a thrift store, and the first one was in my hometown. The second time was just now in Palm Springs, and I actually remember my mom drinking from this mug when I was a kid because I thought it was so pretty. It's a vintage Avon mug, and it has these little hearts with these silly little quotes. Love is hugs and kisses. Love is togetherness. Very cutesy and kind of silly, but I took this as my sign, since this was the second time that I have seen this in a thrift store, that I really need to buy it. So really happy that I found this. Okay, lastly, I had to pick up this acrylic ice bucket. It needs a good wash, but it is so Palm Springsy. So one of the things I love doing, as you guys know, is thrifting when I go to new places. What I'm gonna start doing in my Etsy store is listing items that I pick up as sourced from and then the location. So I definitely wanna look for pieces that remind me of that place, that people would be excited, like, oh yeah, this came from Palm Springs, or this came from Miami, or this came from Montana, or whatever. So I thought this was like the most perfect Palm Springs piece ever. It's these little swimmer girls in swim caps, and I think it is missing a handle, unfortunately, but these are still pretty valuable. So I had to pick this up. Okay, that does it for my Palm Springs thrift haul. This is everything I got here in Palm Springs while I was visiting. I hope you enjoyed visiting some of the thrift stores with me, and be sure to check out my Etsy shop if you're interested in buying any of these items. And as always, make sure you're subscribed, and I will see you in my next video. Bye everyone.